Time for a walk and talk down memory lane. Right now I'm going to go to the union meeting. I'm at whatever, you can't see that sign, Herman and Fillmore. And I'm going to go for a walk right now because I got 15 minutes before the meeting. So I'm going to show you guys part of my history right now. This apartment's behind me right there. That 22 Fillmore bus stop, those apartments with the garages in front of them. That's where my sister lived. That's the last place my sister lived before she moved to LA to become a huge personality. And that was back in the home turf days. If you know, you know. Home turf. Every Saturday on Channel 4 from 1984 to 1992. It was home turf time. So now I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to go to Germania. I lived on Germania back in 94, September 94 to about September 95. As I came back from Europe in 94, I went to Italy, Amsterdam, I don't know, somewhere in between. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Probably France or something. I might have just taken a train. Anyway, so then when I came back, I didn't have a place. I had moved out of my place before. So then I ended up moving in with a friend of mine's ex-girlfriend. And we got this apartment in this building right up here. We got an apartment right here. Back in 94, we got a 2-bedroom apartment for $900. A nice kind of a flat, you know. It was upstairs, up on the top. And a nice big living room, nice kitchen and stuff. And there was like 2 other flats in the building, I think, as I recall. I guess there was, I think we were in the middle now that I think about it. And there was a crack dealer next door who apparently his name was Uncle Walter, because that's what everybody used to come by and scream his name when they wanted to buy drugs. They'd be like, Uncle Walter, Uncle Walter. And so it was this building right here. It's gotten a paint job, 9 Germania. It's gotten a paint job since then. Yeah, I think we were on the 2nd floor, and then we had these other neighbors above us. And there's 3, maybe there's 3 on this side and 3 on the other. But this was my doorway right here. And trying to remember, I think the one without the bay window was my room. I think my room was this window right here. Pretty sure. And that was, hi. That was $4.50 a month. Have a great day. That was $4.50 a month. And back then I worked, when I moved in there, deli at, well, I had worked in the deli before at Fulton Masonic, but so I took my vast deli experience and I went to work at Iacopi's, which used to be Rossi's. Before that, it was the deli in North Beach that was featured in that Mike Myers' So I Married an Axe Murderer. It was the same deli. I mean, we didn't have haggis. It was an Italian deli, and it was run by a very, very cool Italian lady, young lady named Josette. Shout out Josette Prudente, wherever you are. And her friend Anna, who's on my Facebook, she might run into this. But I worked with them for a little while. But back in the day, I was going to school. I was just starting out back then at San Francisco State. I had finally transferred from City College, and I was majoring in Italian. And so I started going to San Francisco State. I'd always walk out here, walk down to the M. I'd go to the Church Street station, take the M, and then I'd take the M to State. And I would, on the days I didn't have class, I'd go out to North Beach and work at the deli. And I was making a whopping $7.25 an hour plus tips. And we weren't too busy in there, so I didn't make a lot of tips. But But yeah, back then my grandma and my mom supplemented me. So it basically covered my rent. They gave me about, between the two of them, like $400 a month or something. I can't remember. But they helped pay, and my grandma would pay my tuition. Back then, tuition at San Francisco State full-time was $1,000. It was about $1,000. And if you went part-time, it was about $600. So it was manageable, but I mean, if you can imagine. So working in a deli, you'd definitely eat a couple sandwiches on your shift. And we sold pasta and sauces and stuff, and so I get that kind of shit. And then after work, I'd hang out in North Beach. I made friends with another guy in my class, and he was a bouncer at the Savoy Tivoli, which was a big single scene at the time in North Beach. And so I wouldn't really even hang out in the bar because I don't have the bar money. So I would just hang out at the door with him while he checked people's IDs. And made sarcastic remarks. And then I'd brown bag from the liquor store across the street. And that was the way that was. So now I'm going to go back to the IBEW hall where my union has its meetings and see what's what. We're going to see what's what. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.